and it's got to be done somehow, one-on-one. How that's done, I don't know, but you have part of the key there with the navigators, doing it one-on-one. You do a lot of that.
Mm-hmm.
Well, what else is going on in your life?
Well, that's probably the big thing spiritually. My children are doing well. I have 3 children. I might say, Al mentioned Zach, and Zach was actually in seminary and was diagnosed at 26 with cancer, terminal cancer. Very serious. Took away part of his leg and part of his lung, but the cool story is now we're out 2 years, and God has not only got him playing full court basketball again.
Wow!
But
thank you, Lord.
Not
Yes.
the defense is a little tough for him. He's lost part of his leg, but he could still shoot the 3. And the big exciting thing is that he went through very intensive chemotherapy.
They wanted to take his whole leg, didn't they?
Yeah, they talked about that. But he went through a chemotherapy where you go into the hospital for 6 days at a time and get a 24-hour drip. And the nurses told me, and 6 rounds of that, and the nurses told me very rarely does anybody make it beyond 3 rounds.
It's a miracle.
And so he made it. Still has some tumors in his leg and his lung, but of course that made him sterile. He was, him and his wife didn't have any children yet, and but they told him he'd be sterile.
But some of us believe the Lord will work that out.
And so some people started praying, and the word that was given to them was regeneration. So we started praying for regeneration. Long story short, they're with child.
All right.
And so I think that the doctors are amazed, 1, that he's alive, and 2, that he is totally fertile. And
how old is he now?
Thank you, Yeshua.
He's 28.
28. Well, I bet his faith is solid like a rock.
Well, he's like anybody. He still struggles with the issues of life, but Zach, he always was a great kid and loved Jesus, but he matured quickly under those circumstances. And I just might add that has been a great gift from God, that whole cancer scenario for our whole family.
Now, how do you see that as a gift? I'm sure people would question that.
Well, I can't say that I was ever angry at God, but let me tell you a story. How much time we got here?
We got
Okay.
all the time you want.
We all, I don't care how long you've been walking with God, my guess is that is universally true, that we all have issues in our brokenness as fallen creatures that we haven't dealt with yet.
Mm-hmm.
Now, for me, I've struggled with being performance-based a lot of my life, and so meaning that God accepts me based upon how well I'm doing, which is not true, not biblical, it's a lie. So I was going through a period of wondering why I was kind of depressed and discouraged, and I might add that I've given workshops